We don't get police reports. We don't get originals of search warrants and things.
Okay.
They don't send that to us.
December 7th, once again, at the urgent insistence of the defendant, I spent most of a morning, and I think it was more than that, going through every search warrant and return on file in the Clerk of Court's office from April to November 2015. Utter waste of time, but I did it, looking at the original warrants because the client was for some reason insistent on it.
The district attorney's office has all of this information right here that you're requesting, and then it also has the original for the search warrant.
So where would the rest of the warrants be?
This is all I get from the district attorney's office.
Do you know anybody else that houses them other than you?
Right there you go.
I'm looking for search warrants for a case that I'm on. Do you know where I would get copies of those from? They just told me to come talk to you. They said
When I was in jail, I had you as an attorney. You gave me a packet of unsigned search warrants. Where you picking them up from?
I don't have any recollection.
You don't? All right.
Yes.
You're the legal custodian.
You're the defendant, correct?
You're the legal custodian?
Are you the defendant?
I'm asking you a question.
Are you the defendant?
I don't have to answer any question. I'm asking you one.
In order for me to talk to you, if you have an attorney, I can't talk to you. So, are you the defendant? And do you have an attorney?
Well, I'm asking you.
Okay, we're done. Thank you. Have a nice day.
I'm asking you as the homeowner, where is my search warrant to my home?
It's not your search warrant.
Well, it was my goal to pick you, sir.
Ma'am, we're done.
I'm asking you, do you have a superior then?
You're done.
Do you have a superior?
He's not here. You're done.
Let's go. Come on.
You're done.
It will be on the record in the Clerk of Court's office, in their computer system. You're right. And if they can't verify that, then somebody else gave you that document improperly.
this is how many warrants we have. So you can see that match what we have. So do you have?
This is all we get. We get these from the district attorney's office. We have nothing else to do with the warrants. This is what they send over to us and we put them in the file.
If they aren't here, the DA didn't send them or they don't exist.
Okay, got it.
I just don't know who has the original.
Nielsen, so help me God.
Okay, this is my tutorial on why the first set of search warrants I received from Attorney David Sedana in late August, sometime in August 2015 to early September 2015, were all unsigned and with the wrong issue date on them, which was said June 23rd, 2015. And although the executions was executed on April 23rd, 2015. In addition to the packet he handed me, it also had unsigned warrant returns, unsigned affidavits. Nothing had any signature from anybody on it. So I'm finna show you why these documents were unsigned and had the wrong issue dates on them. So, go in my files, my new attorney, Bobby V files, prepared this for him. Let's see here. Go inside, bunch of folders. Let's start with unsigned search warrants. So here are the unsigned search warrants. This ain't all of them, it's just some of them. But just to give you how they looked in these colored lines when I was in jail, we didn't have no technology or nothing like that. And so I used colored pencils to mark this to show my attorneys. That was the 1412 search warrant. This right here is a no-knock search warrant to a piece of surveillance equipment. And why would they have a no-knock search warrant? And as you see, it's dated June 23rd, 2015 as well as the warrant I just showed you, 1412 with 6th Street, that was my home. Now this is another same one, but this one ain't a no-knock search warrant. But it's also dated June 23rd, and it's to the same piece of equipment of the last one I just showed you, which was my surveillance equipment on my store. And this is to my storage unit. This one dated June 23rd, 2015. And then it also shows the time down there. 625 that was prepared on. I'll get off into that and why all let's say that 17 on 470. This is a Kenosha. I don't even know if Racine County is even able to raid in Kenosha, but June 23rd, 2015. And this is to my store right here, 2310 16th Street, June 23rd, 2015. Oregon Street, dated June 23rd, 2015. Now, all these addresses I'm showing you are addresses that was executed the same day, allegedly, because I don't know, but they were supposed to be receiving stolen goods at those addresses too. So I guess when they raided my house and my store, they also raided everyone whose address allegedly was receiving stolen goods. Now, here's the email. Okay, so I want y'all to focus on this email, see where I got it underlined at June 22nd, 2015 at 11:21 a.m. Corresponding email between my former attorney David Sedana and the DA Patricia Hanson. Now, right here it says, on this too, it says search warrants and photos, and I want y'all to just email me when you have the disc of the recorded interviews, and I want y'all to focus on that. On this too, it says search warrants and photos. Well, let's start here. It says this one says photos, eBay. Okay, so now right here, I got the disc 2 already loaded up in my computer. But yeah, I'm gonna go back right here again. So on disc 2 says search warrants and photos, and this is the disc 2, Barker disc 2 that she's referring to in this email. So I'm finna, and this is the day it made. It says modified June 19, 2015 at 10:22 a.m. So actually that shows that this disc was made in June. I was incarcerated, so it was no way I can make the disc. Okay. Okay, see, search warrant photographs. On disc 2 says search warrants and photos. Okay, search warrant photographs. Let's see here. Now here's all the search warrants that's on the disc. Let me get this right for you. I'm not really that savvy with the Mac, but I'm getting better. 1107 LaSalle Street. Now you see it says 1107 LaSalle Street. Okay, now, see the thing is, okay, the reason why those search warrants said June 23rd, 2015, because it's obvious that he picked the disc up on June 22nd or June 23rd, and as you see, these affidavits already have, like for instance, the time 4:37, 4:36. It starts the time when you open up the file. Like so, for instance, properties. Okay, summary, Racine County. That's Trevino, whoever that is, TRA 7018. That's the payroll of the officer who actually started the document. And then it says last saved by Donna Vandervest, revised twice. It was created on Thursday, April 16th, printed Wednesday, April 8th. So they must have started trying to execute these warrants on April 8th. Okay. And it's a read only. So I can't do anything I can duplicate it and then edit it, but that's it. So David Sedana, which I also have an email saying that he came to the office. You see, that's what he said in this office. I came to the office from your office, whatever. I can't read it because I made this part first. But see, dated February 20, 2017, and that's the date today. So what it does is, this is an encrypted disk, and it dates the disk. It dates the warrants whatever date. It dates the warrant whatever date on the disk it is on the computer at the time. So that's the reason why the warrants are dated June 23rd, 2015, because David Sedana went and picked them up and on June 23rd, obviously, because he's saying in his email that he went there and the disc wasn't there. So so he had to obviously go back and then he printed it up. So when he brought them to me in August, I don't know why he waited so long to finally bring them to me, but so he went and got, maybe he had, because when you look inside the search warrants, the search warrants, they're all over the place. Like misquoted and all kind of stuff. So obviously he had to do a lot of editing to him when he picked them up. So okay, for instance, this 1107 LaSalle Street. See, there's 3 warrants right there to 1107 LaSalle Street. And like you opening up the files, read to save, copy it down. So I can save this to my computer and then make my own, but I can't do anything to modify this actual disk. So let's see, it's dated February 20th, 2017. Look at it, February 20th. See, what happens is when you put the disk in, whatever date it is, that's what it's going to date the warrants. So that shows that he modified it and then brought it to me. 20, 22, 28. Okay. Look, now I want y'all to pay attention to this warrant electronically approved by District Attorney Richard Chipetti. I spoke to Wisconsin E-File, and they wasn't, and I also sent a copy of an electronically signed warrant, allegedly electronically signed warrant, and they wasn't able to verify. And they said, "Hey, we didn't do it." You know what I mean? So I asked them, like, I'll get off into that later. Okay, so look, Trevino, whoever TRA is, I don't know why I keep saying Trevino, but last saved by Brian. I know that's Brian Van Yack, and that's his payroll number. And look at the time and the date. It was created April 21st, April 22nd, modified April 22nd, and printed April 22nd at 12:52 p.m. Okay. 1143 Villa Street. Now look at the so for instance, okay, that one actually say 1143. Now look, see how that says 1143 Villa Street. No sign, no signature. Okay, look at the time. 4:48. Look at the time. 4:40. 4:40. I think it said 4:40. 4:40 at the top. You know what I mean? So that's what it does. Like that's what time on my computer. That's the time is gonna actually date the warrants. And look at all this. April 23rd, 2015. To save a copy of this document, tap duplicate. Say there's nothing I can do to edit whatever they encrypted the disk. Okay. April 23rd, 2015. What we got here? Let's go to properties. Summary. Same author. Other document. So what they did was made one, and they just kept revising the same one. Like ALB, I don't know who that is. He don't even have nothing in my discovery. Created April 8th, 23. Modified April 23rd, Thursday 23rd. So let's see here. Let's go to 1410 11th Avenue. This right here is to a murder case that totally have nothing to do with my case. This is a attempted, what is it? It says it's in a trailer somewhere in Union Grove. Let's go back to this. Hold on. Village, a single wide trailer that is yellow and white with fish or something. Okay. To include all occupants of curtilage. So curtilage. Attempted homicide. This is to an attempted homicide case. Why is this warrant? See, I think what happened was it was just like a template to use some of the stuff from Investigator Vandervest. So they gave me Attorney Davis Adana. So look, electronically approved. Why is she electronically approving documents before it's even? You know what I'm saying? She just no notarization, no nothing. Just you just gonna approve it, officer. You ain't gonna review it or nothing. Obviously, Patricia Hansen. So look, last save. I think that's Vandervest too right there, but I'm not sure. May 24th created. Okay. Let's see, 1412 West 6th Street. See, that's my house again. And I don't even, let's see what's inside of this document right here. Look, Samsung Galaxy S5. Look, 1412 West 6th Street, but it's to my Samsung Galaxy S5 at 717 Wisconsin Avenue. See what I'm saying? Dated February 20th, 2017. Like I said, February 20 at the top of the screen, 4:44 p.m. So this should say 4:43 p.m. when we look at the actual time where it says prepared time, because it turned 4:44 after we opened the document. So let's see here. So issue the Samsung Galaxy S5. They refused to give me this document, my phone back too, saying that an investigator came and questioned me and I wouldn't unlock it for him. It's a total lie. Let's see. Summary, same person, TRA 718, April 21st, 8:20 a.m., modified May 4th, 11:48 a.m., printed April 22nd, 12:51 p.m. So that's the first time it was ever printed from. Okay, 12 revisions, Brian Bransock or something, how you say his name. Read only. Like I said, there's nothing I can do to modify these documents. 1412 West 6th Street. Read only. Okay, no knock search warrant. 1412 West 6th Street. Dated February 20, 2017. Like once again, just like it is today, February 20, 2017. Office information, 2-story, brown, 1107 LaSalle Street. Look at this. This is supposed to be to my house, 1412 West 6th Street, but they're talking about 1107 LaSalle Street in it. This is what they gave me. Now, this is what my attorney in the DA office and the Racine County Justice System was so thirsty on trying to get a conviction on me. My attorneys was against me too. Look, watch this. Let's see. I think this is the one 789. Okay, look at that. Look at this. 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9. Look, see that what they're trying to do is piece everything together. You know, they're gathering new information and, you know what I'm saying, trying to make, look, April 8th. I wasn't nowhere according to the documents, I wasn't even involved in the investigation of the case until the 16th or something like that. You know what I mean? So what the hell the affidavit dated April 8th for? Everyone else was that worked that CRE. The initial investigation started like on look at this, to LaSalle Street. See, this person worked at CRE, and so when the investigation, the initial complaint was filed, I believe on April 2nd. I guess obviously within that time frame they was trying to get warrants, but I guess I don't know, they couldn't get them signed or they didn't have enough evidence. They was waiting to do a further deeper investigation. See, same person, TRA, whoever that is. I think that's the Vandervest. He just wrote it this time different. April 17, created, printed April 8th. See, they tried to get a warrant or something like that on the 8th, but obviously couldn't get it printed. So, Carlisle, 1501 Carlisle. This is another house. Let's see here, 1143 Villa. Say Carlisle, but look, address, a place, 1143 Villa. Look, Carlisle, 1501 Carlisle, 1501 and a half Carlisle. But the address of the place says 1143 Villa. And like I said, I can't do nothing to edit this, do nothing to it. Nope, nothing I can do. Look. Dave Sedana showed up sometime in late July, August with the blank search warrant packet he handed me on a short notice. Like, he showed up in the hallway and was like, here, take these, and left. We didn't like view them together, and he left. And I was like, late July, early August. I know because I knew I had been in jail. I was on minimum when he gave them to me, and in order to be on minimum, because I started off on medium security, and in order for me to be on minimum, I would have had to do 90 days in the Racine County Jail to get reclassified to minimum security. So I was on minimum when he brought them to me. He met me in the hallway, and handed them to me, and rushed off. And like, I'll look at him and we'll talk about it later type thing. So bam. So when I finally looked at them, I noticed it wasn't there, none of them was signed, and then right away I started asking them for the signed ones, and that probably was like early August or something. So I never got the signed search warrants for like a month and a half. It took like a month and a half for him to give them to me, and I believe the day he gave them to me was September 16th because I fired him on that day. So the day I fired him was the day he gave me the warrants. And when he did finally give me signed search warrants, he didn't give me all of them. He only gave me signed search warrants to residents, but and it was like 8 different residents raided on April 23rd, 2015, and then as part of the ongoing investigation to my case, because allegedly these houses were receiving alleged stolen products from Creek. So they raided those houses too. Now, what was missing out the search warrants was I had unsigned ones, but I was still missing signed to like my Samsung Galaxy S5, and how I knew about these warrants were like inside the police reports. It was mentioning we had a warrant for these certain objects, but I was never served the warrants. And inside the packet, like I said, it was unsigned warrants to these devices, but he never, when he gave me the signed ones, he didn't give me the signed ones to those devices. And it was a Samsung Galaxy S5, which is mine, my surveillance equipment, which is a SANS, my dad's surveillance equipment, which is an LA View, my Apple laptop computer, my Apple Dell, my Apple desktop computer, my Dell laptop computer. And then like they were saying like we renewed this warrant. Like for instance, the security, the LA View security system was my dad's, and he was coming to court for them. And he came to court 6 times for the return of it over the course of 4 months, and they kept saying they was renewing the warrant, so it's supposed to be 3-4 different warrants to that same piece of equipment. And David Sedana didn't give me not one warrant signed to that. So when I hired Mark Nielsen, that was his job to give me the balance of the warrants that David Sedana never produce. So, well, anyways, when I finally did get all the warrants, I guess majority of the warrants all together from between Mark Nielsen and David Sedana, I noticed a pattern. I noticed that the search warrants, only the search warrants, and it's like 16 different search warrants or more, and they all only use this Rose Ann Lee clerk stamp. But all my other court documents that was filed use this clerk stamp right here that says Clerk of Circuit Court, Racine County. It don't use the clerk name. You know what I mean? So when I started noticing that, so and then it didn't make sense because when Mark Nielsen gave me the balance of the warrants on December 22nd at a motion hearing, when he gave me the balance of them, like for instance, this motion was filed on December 11th, and it used the regular clerk of court, circuit court, the clerk of circuit court, Racine County stamp, and then on December 14th, this warrant right here to the surveillance equipment, these 2 warrants to the surveillance equipment, the SANS and the LA View surveillance equipment, it used the Roseanne Lee clerk stamp, and it's dated December 14th. And at this time, Roseanne Lee had been dead since July 31st, 2015. So she's been dead 6 months, and we already got a new clerk who got appointed, I believe, in August of 2015. His name is Samuel Christensen. So we done got a new clerk in all this in this amount of time, and y'all still using her stamp 6 months later. And then so December 11th, for instance, they used this one right here for the motion. Then December 14th, they go back to using this Roseanne Lee clerk stamp. And then on December 15th, on another motion that's filed, they go back to using this generic stamp that just say Clerk of Circuit Court, Racine County. See what I'm saying? And only on these documents, only on the search warrants, look at all these different ones. Look at this one. Look at all these. And none of them use, none of these different motions or court filings ever use that Roseanne Lee stamp. And she's dead.
and get the idea that that defense would work. December 7th, once again, at the urgent insistence of the defendant, I spent most of a morning, and I think it was more than that, going through every search warrant and return on file in the Clerk of Court's office from April to November 2015. Utter waste of time, but I did it, looking at the original warrants because the client was for some reason insistent on it.
Can you repeat where you said you saw them at again, the original warrants?
Yeah.
Where was you at when you was going through them?
The felony court.
Okay, at the fourth felony court. Okay.
Now, I tried to work out an alternative to revocation because I thought
What date did you spend most of the morning?
December 7th.
At the felony court in the LEC building, looking for the warrants, right?
There's only the one felony court office.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Now,
Y'all remember what? Jot that down.
yeah, because all right.
Per page, so it's going to be 625 because it's 5 pages.
Okay.
So you saying that the DA office is the legal custodian for the original copy?
The district attorney's office has all of this information right here that you're requesting, and then it also has the original for the search warrant.
Okay. So you saying the DA office is the legal custodian though? Who's supposed to have the original?
Is your manager available? If you don't want to answer.
I'm calling somebody up here for you.
Thank you.
You're asking legal custodian. The non-understanding by the district attorney's office.
Okay, I'm sorry, what are you looking for?
Legally, who's supposed to have the original search warrant?
The DA.
Oh, the DA is? Okay.
They sure are.
Okay.
And they're gonna have, this is all called discovery. They're gonna have all that.
Okay.
We don't get police reports, we don't get originals of search warrants and things.
Okay.
They don't send that to us.
December 7th, once again, at the urgent insistence of the defendant, I spent most of a morning, and I think it was more than that, going through every search warrant and return on file in the Clerk of Court's office from April to November 2015. Utter waste of time, but I did it, looking at the original warrants because the client was for some reason insistent on it. Nielsen, so help me God.
Send that to us.
Oh, okay.
Normally what happens is the attorney for the defendant will file what's called a discovery demand.
I'm not a defendant. This is, my house was the one that was kicked the door.
No, only thing
Oh.
is whomever is being charged,
Uh-huh.
their attorney normally will file a discovery demand and they get this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But if you wanted to see, how to go about it, you can certainly check with them.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Across the street on the 9th floor.
Okay.
Hey, me and my attorney came here personally.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said me and my attorney came here on April 14th.
Okay.
And when we came on April 14th, the warrant that you just gave her didn't exist. They said,
You may not have had it yet.
I mean, this was 2015. I mean, we just came here 2016 April. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So,
but it may not have been in the office here. We don't keep numerous years right here in the office. We have other places that we have to keep them because the files are still big.
is that legal?
What do you mean?
I mean, because the purpose of the reason why search warrants is kept in in certain places to
So
keep
what I'm
conflict of
telling you
interest.
is we don't have room to keep it here. We have a specific place where they're filed in a filing cabinet.
Okay.
We can't keep numerous years over here. We just don't have the room.
Okay, and what I'm telling you is I came here with my attorney. We came to the back. We sat in the jury room, and they handed us 2 search warrants. And they told us they were the originals. We scrutinized the search warrants, and the search warrants were also copies. They sent us to the DA's office to get the original warrants, and the original warrants wasn't there. They sent us back here, then they sent us to the Clerk of Court office on the 8th floor. So it's been a runaround trying to track the original warrants because the warrants that you're handing us are, for instance, that one right there, if you open it up, it's missing the notary seal, in which that's a requirement by Wisconsin state law, and it's also missing a signature from a DA.
Okay, then unfortunately you can check with the DA. We don't have control of what they give us.
Okay.
Okay, so whomever the prosecutor is, you can check directly with them.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Oh.
All right, let's not get confused what's going on. So this actually right here happened before the scene y'all just watched, because the girl in the white went and got the lady to come to the window after we asked her, are they the original custodians of the search warrants. Now, remember Mark Nielsen testified, and actually this is August 1st when this is going on right here, but 2 days later is when I had my arbitration fee dispute with Mark Nielsen, where I got the testimony that you're hearing when he's saying on December 7th, he came here and spent the whole morning of December 7th going through all the original warrants on file. And I look at this is the letter that he sent me while I was in jail on December 14th with a list of 16 different warrants that's allegedly on file right here at the felony case division. Okay, so that's that. But while I'm talking, pay real close attention to how many times she looked through that same packet for the search warrant and all her suspicious activity. Now, I want to remind y'all, this is my third time coming here. I came on March 7, 2016 by myself, and on April 14th, 2016 with my attorney, Tony Young. Keep in mind, this is the law. The legal custodian of a search warrant is the clerk of court where we at now. And also, that's 88907. Wisconsin Statutes 88907. Google it. Also, Google Racine Court Rules and look at page 39, section 6. It says all papers should be filed in the felony division. You know what I mean? So Google that. And then on top of that, remember when I came on March 7th, I'm going to play what warrants they said I had. But pay attention to her at the same time. Look how many times she's going through that packet. I don't even know what that is.
I have 3 for this address. Did you want all 3 of them?
Yeah, I want to check. I just wanted to view the original documents.
You just wanted to view them?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I thought you wanted copies of them.
No, I just wanted to see them. Now listen to the warrants they say they have on file.
Yeah.
So this right here, dated May 4th. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's the warrant for Samsung Galaxy S5, and also the search warrant for
May 4th. Looks like it's for
LAD.
Right.
Okay. Do you got the only warrants y'all have period for 14/12/16?
That's all she could find. Like I said, each warrant that we get, we get warrants for documents. We get, so she tried to look through it and look to see what she could find. Okay. With that address. So it looks like those are the only
how
ones
much
that we
are
found.
these copies right here?
They're $1.25 a page.
It's going to be $22.50.
$22.50. Okay.
And these are available anytime. So if you want to come back anytime and get these, we know they're for May now, so.
Okay.
But they were returned. Oh, this one's already go by.
All right.
Okay?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, now keep paying attention to her, but now I'm going to move up to, now when me and my attorney, Tony Young, came on April 14th, now she's about to specifically ask to see the original warrants, not copies.
Let me catch her right now, because I don't see copies. I want the original. The young lady that was helping me, she said, yeah, could you let her know? I don't want to see copies. I want to see originals. Because my client came up a couple of weeks ago, and they gave him access and allowed him to see the copies, but I need to see the originals.
Now focus in on her. You see her. Right now she's talking to the lady in the back. She's curing her. She's giving that information to put on the warrant, because you see how many times she's been through that folder already. But now back to April 14th, me and my attorney, Tony Young. Now, you just heard her specifically say she don't want to see copies, she wants to see originals. But yet and still, the girl gave her copies, and on top of that, there was only 2 warrants. Now, keep in mind, Mark Nielsen said there's 16 different original warrants, even though my case consists of a lot more warrants than that, according to the fabricated police reports. But anyways, keep your eye focused on her. Right now, she's giving the lady in that whoever that is in that back office the information to put on the warrant. Look at her. She go back there, set the thing down, go back there. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Now listen to, look, Mark Nielsen right there. Bam. This is where his office at. This is where might as well say his office. I tried to warn y'all he was corrupt. Now he got the judge position.
Now he's branch 4 judge, circuit court. He's gonna be sending us to prison by the mass, keeping the money in their hands. You know what I mean? They making billions a year off of by housing us. Blacks are number 1 in incarceration, right in Wisconsin. Wisconsin holds the rate, the number 1 in the nation in incarceration. And this is where all the money going, and then this is the funnel for all the money. So here we go. But like I was saying, keep an eye on her. Now listen to what they say to Attorney Young.
And then also, I wanted to find out, so are these the original search warrants?
We don't get the originals.
You don't?
No, that's
Okay.
the DA's office gets it. Let me be sure, because normally we do not get originals.
Okay.
Okay, focus more back on the girl in the white coat. You mean she went back there somewhere. She's gonna come back here, come back right here and go through the folder. But look what she does this time. Look, she come gather it up. Look, caught, bam. She look how she walking away, like all stiff and shit. Look at her, knowing she doing something wrong. You know what I mean? How you trying to hide the folder from me right in my damn face? Yeah, I'm looking right at your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. Yeah, okay. But like I was saying, now keep your eye on her, because this is when the magic happens in a few minutes. Now back to April 14th, me and my attorney Tony Young. Now listen what they say to her.
This is how many warrants we have. So you can see it doesn't match what we have. So do you have?
This is all we get. We get these from the district attorney's office. We have nothing else to do with the warrants. This is what they send over to us, and we put them in the file. So unless, this is all I have as far as what the information that was given to me. Okay.
So where would the rest of the warrants be?
This is all I get from the district attorney's office.
Do you know anybody else that houses them other than you?
Tracy, who else would have search warrants?
DA's office? Yeah, that's it. We can open them.
Okay. We'll just go back over there and check again, because they said that you all had them, so.
Well, anything that we have came from them. If there's anything else out there.
Yeah, because we went to the clerk of court office across the street. They sent us to the DA office, and the DA office sent us here.
Right.
You know
But what I'm saying is, if they aren't here, the DA didn't send them, or they don't exist.
Okay. Got it.
Now y'all gotta ask yourself, how did Mark Nielsen magically go through 16 original search warrants right here in the felony case division? That's right where that girl at. That's where we at. Now look at her. Keep the magic about to happen any second now. But anyways, like I was trying to convince y'all, like no one wanted to believe. Like, I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, the sheriff planting weed on you. The clerks making fake documents. I mean, the judge telling you can't fire the lawyer. You know what I mean? Look. All the different stuff. The 2 attorneys selling you out, faking documents and helping fabricate the case. The DA fabricating documents. I mean, this shit don't seem real at all, man. Look at this. Look, yeah, I'm watching you. Yes, I am watching you. Look at her. She can't, you know what I mean? Look at her. Yeah. Look. Like, why would you take the photo? She trying to hide in the broad daylight. You know what I mean? Get the hell out of here, man. These people are so fucking stupid downtown, man. I can't see how they've been getting away with this shit this long. They've been getting away with it so long that they're reckless because no one is challenging them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they do what the hell they want to, and all these so-called black or minority leaders, they don't give a shit because they scared to lose their position. Look at her. She just grabbed it. You see that? You see that? You know what I'm saying? Look at her. Look, why she gonna lay it, go through her, look, lay it up down there like it was already there, go through her. It's already there, yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking fool. You don't even know how to be a damn crook. You know what I mean? They've been doing wrong so long that they don't even be realizing they doing wrong. Girl, you just committed a fucking felony. You know what I'm saying? You going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make sure the feds get at y'all. I ain't never thought I'm gonna be happy to talk to the feds. I'm gonna be so happy to talk to the feds. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit. Look at her. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Fucking fools. And remember, when I came, they gave me 3 warrants. One to my Samsung Galaxy S5, one to my to the store, and then one to the house. And then they gave my attorney, Tony Young, 2 warrants. One to the house and one to the store. Remember, I didn't even buy them warrants. They tried to charge me $21 or whatever the fuck she said the price was, and then they said that we'll have them. Well, what happened to them then? You know what I mean? See, what it is, they destroying them. They ain't keeping that shit there. That shit hot. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So they destroying that shit. Okay, Mark Nielsen, so what's your excuse now? You know what I mean? You attorney. I want to see how they going to get their ass up out of this hot water. You know what I mean?